我今年呢30。
This year I'm 39 years old with a master's degree, still unmarried and childless, what you might call a high-quality leftover woman. Many people ask me, you have a stable job and a good income, so even if you don't get married you wouldn't feel anxious, right? Actually, no. To be honest, I am quite anxious, especially after turning 35. I feel like my anxiety has peaked. The higher my standards for a partner, the worse the quality of my blind dates seems to get. My criteria are, a 580,000 yuan betrothal gift, the man must own a car, a house and have savings, the house must be in the city center, and his savings should be no less than 2 million renminbi. This way our married life would be financially secure. But over the years the men I've met through matchmaking have fallen far short of these conditions. Most are vocational college graduates earning 30,000 to 40,000 yuan a year, or bachelor's degree holders making 50,000 to 60,000 yuan. These men can't afford a home in the city center, and as for savings? Many are living paycheck to paycheck with almost no savings at all. I've even gone on dates with men in their 40s, nearing old age, who still have no savings. Some have short-lived past marriages, which is already considered decent, while others are divorced with kids. When matchmakers introduce me to these kinds of men, it really puts me in a dilemma. On one hand, I want to settle down as soon as possible. On the other hand, the people I meet are just so far below my standards. I've held out for so many years. If I just marry someone casually now, it would feel like such a waste. I believe that for a marriage to be happy, two people must share the same values, be equally matched in status, and have common goals. A forced relationship won't last, and a reluctant union won't bring happiness. So this is the reality for many leftover women like me, living with anxiety, yet continuing to search and wait, unwilling to settle.
我这几天突然就意识到，马上是我30。
It suddenly hit me these past few days. My 37th birthday is coming up soon. 37 years. I've earned a master's degree, started a business only to lose it, and now I'm still unmarried with no children. It's been so long since I've even had a boyfriend. I just can't seem to accept how suddenly old I've become. I remember when I was 25, there was this guy who was really into me. I rejected him and he cried outside my apartment. He even left different little gifts in my mailbox every day. Back then I thought he was so pathetic, a top university graduate, working at a big company with a decent salary, not bad looking either. How could he sob over a girl like that? Now it feels like I woke up one day and that was already over a decade ago. His kids are probably in their teens by now. These days I think a guy like that would have been so good for me. But I'll never meet someone like him again. And even if I did, he wouldn't want a 37-year-old woman with a failed career and debt, right?
我现在正在过一种无所屌味的生活。
I'm currently living a completely bland life. No job, not looking for work, no social interactions, not even going out. I don't know how long this will last. Let's just slack off, folks. Let's all slack off together. After all, this year's market is really, money is just so hard to earn. And it's especially tough. Whatever, since nobody's making money anyway, let's all just coast together. One more or one less person like me won't make a difference.
86年属虎38岁
Born in 1986, I'm a 38-year-old tiger, Chinese zodiac, an older unmarried leftover woman. After the new year, I'll be 39 soon. I've already prepared myself for a solitary life in old age. When I was younger, I used to feel anxious about marriage, but now I've completely let go. No more stress, no more inner struggle. Even my parents have come to accept my situation and stopped pressuring me. No one tries to set me up on blind dates anymore, and honestly it feels pretty good. If you're unmarried, there's really no need to rush. Once you get through these years, both you and others will gradually accept this state of being. One advantage of living alone is that you only need to worry about yourself. If you're fed, the whole family is fed. If you get married, you might have to manage everyone's daily lives and navigate complicated in-law relationships. So it's important to stay open-minded. There are gains and losses in everything. What you lose in one area, you gain in another. People my age already have kids in middle school, some even have several children. But I don't have those worries. Being alone isn't so bad. At this stage in my life, I've finally realized that the most important thing is not to compare yourself to others. You have to learn to face yourself bravely, acknowledge yourself, gradually accept yourself, and most importantly, love yourself from the heart. During the New Year holiday, I've been disciplined about losing weight. Today, I just made a simple cabbage and tofu soup. In 2025, I've set many goals for myself. I believe I can live a fulfilling life, even on my own.
哎，你看一下，这是我一个39岁。
Take a look, this is a private message I received from a 39-year-old female fan. She mainly shares her personal experiences and hopes to offer some advice to younger girls. We could title this segment, Advice from a 39-year-old Single Woman to Unmarried Girls. Hello, host. I'm 39 this year, unmarried, childless, no boyfriend, still completely alone. I've been single all this time, a textbook leftover woman. As someone who's been through it, I'd like to share some advice with my younger sisters. If even one person takes it to heart, this message will have been worth it. If you're a woman between 25 and 30, please make finding a partner, getting married, and having children a priority. Many young people at that age don't want to date or marry at all. Some even swear they'll stay single forever, grow old alone, and just focus on making money for so-called freedom. But the truth is, most of those loudly chanting hustle for money don't actually end up making much. 3 to 5 years fly by and suddenly they've missed their best window for finding love. Worse yet, as you age, the people you meet become increasingly questionable. The best prospects are usually from your college years or right after entering society. Those connections tend to be higher quality. I've noticed the matches people suggest to me now are just awful. As an unmarried woman my age, I might end up becoming someone's stepmom, raising another woman's child, and that's it. So even if you're in your 30s with a car, a house, and money, so what? You'll realize the people you meet are not normal. The few decent ones get snatched up immediately. It's clear this woman deeply regrets her choices. But as they say, there's no medicine for regret.
快40岁了，没有结婚。
Almost 40, unmarried and without children, is that strange? Actually, it is quite strange. At least to the people around me, my parents, some friends, and those who don't know me well, they all think I'm unusual. Why? It's not like you're unattractive, jobless, or have bad habits. So why are you still single at nearly 40? That's probably because my life priorities are just different. I'm more focused on career success. I want to dedicate my time and energy to my work, and because of that, I pay much less attention to other aspects of life. You could say I live simply with few desires. I try to keep my personal desires minimal and channel all my ambition into my career. Do your parents pressure you? It would be abnormal if they didn't. Of course they pressure me, that's normal. But what can they do, really? We come into this world to live our own lives, not to let our parents define how we should live. As the saying goes, we are our parents' children, but life belongs to us. So live according to your own beliefs and try to minimize regrets. In my view, marriage must be with someone I truly love, who also truly loves me. I would never compromise on that. I refuse to marry just for the sake of marriage or have children just to have children. That would be irresponsible to my partner, to my child, and to myself. So even if I stay single, I feel perfectly content. I don't really care how others judge me. Who knows? Maybe I'll have a romance in my twilight years, I'm not opposed to that. So I'll let things happen naturally. No forcing, no rushing. For now, I'll focus more on my career. Once I've achieved success, I can give back to society. Building a career is about earning money, but after that, what I really want is to use that wealth to make a difference.
我今年39岁，博士学。
I'm 39 years old, hold a PhD, work at a large company, and have a stable income. I guess you could say I fall into the category of a high-quality leftover woman. Today, I'm feeling particularly emotional about how unfair society is to women. I really don't understand why things are this way. Have you all noticed it? First of all, many people say that women must be financially independent. Then, others say that women must be refined in public and capable at home. Why are the expectations for women so high? The reason I'm still unmarried at 39 is that I'm actually afraid to get married. I'm scared of how I'd manage life after marriage, how I'd raise a child. Would it all fall on me to give birth and raise them alone? I don't think I could support a child by myself, I don't have that confidence. So if a family doesn't have the financial means, I believe they absolutely should not have children. In this world, without money you can't get anywhere, let alone the fact that raising a child requires spending money at every turn. Without financial stability, having a child would only be setting them up for hardship, don't you think? Because their future conditions might be even worse than yours, and the life they face could be even harder. Without money in this world, there's simply no way to properly nurture a child. then the life that child faces in the future might be just like ours, or possibly even worse. Children start costing money from the moment they're conceived. Prenatal checkups every month, tens of thousands just until birth, right? Then after they're born, there are all kinds of expenses: kindergarten, swimming lessons, piano lessons, and so on. Everything is built on a foundation of money. Without a solid financial base, even if a child is knowledgeable, it's still very hard for them to turn that knowledge into wealth. Those who can truly convert knowledge into wealth are extremely rare. The odds are so low. Do you all think having a child is easy? Is raising a child easy? Is educating them into a successful person easy? Even though I'm 39, sometimes when I see families of 3, I do think about having a child. I have those thoughts. But they're just thoughts because I feel like I'm not fit for it right now. I can barely support myself. How could I raise a child? Do you all think that's realistic? As a PhD holder, my monthly salary is only around 8,000 yuan. I have the desire but not the ability. I feel like such a failure. What should I do, everyone? Will I never have children in my lifetime? I feel so helpless. If I wait until I'm financially stable to have a child, my age will already be a problem. I'll have the desire but no longer the energy. What should I do, everyone? Is there any way to have the best of both worlds? Please tell me. Thank you.